Hi everybody, welcome back again. Sorry I'm back so late with one after the other. I had actually done this morning, but I've been out all day and did not have time to list them, so I do apologize. But yes, this is my new coaster pattern, and what I wanted to show you is that you wouldn't be able to notice here, but they're actually both a little bit different. I've got a line here that's a round that's worked into the back loops only, so I've got this lovely little ridge around it. And the other thing with this one is a slip stitch chain all the way around the edge here. So I did that one right next to the border, whereas this one I placed a bit further apart and left a gap. They're both done in half double crochet rows. I prefer half double crochet for coasters because it's a smaller, denser stitch, and it's much more firmer rather than obviously if you're using chunkier yarn, then you can go for a single crochet or a double crochet, but especially with the DK, half double crochet is the best for things like coasters. That's what I find anyway. So that was my first one, and then I changed it up onto the second one. Now I actually like the second one, and this is the one I'm going to show you. But just in case you like this one, the only difference is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows on this, 1, 2, 3, 4 as well on this. It's just that on the fourth row, when we do this row is a single crochet row, we worked into the back loops, whereas with this one we didn't, right? And we placed the chain on the end, whereas we placed the chain here. So I'll do this one, but if you want that one, that's how you would switch it up. Okay, so it's a little bit of a variety, and I'll do it with this DK yarn. It's a Stylecraft Special DK yarn, lightweight number 3, and a 3.5mm crochet hook. You will also need scissors to cut off your ends and a needle to tie up your loose ends. I do apologise if I sound a bit husky today. I might get a bit of a sore throat, but you will carry on. So you start off with a magic circle, and to do that, I do have a separate video, by the way, listed if you need to practice that, and then you can come back to this, but I'll do this very slowly just in case you really can't be bothered to find that video. But there you go. Hold your yarn, grab the yarn and put it behind you there, put your hook under, grab the back loop, and then just hold your work here. That one will be your working yarn, this will be your yarn to tighten up your work, and just chain 1 to lock in the loop. Okay, then what we want to do is place 10 half double crochets into the magic circle. So to do a half double crochet, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, you'll have 3, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3. That's your half double crochet. So we've got 2 and we want to do 10 in total. And 10. Then use your shorter yarn to close up your work, like so. And go to your first half double crochet here and slip stitch. Okay, that's your round 1. If I am going too fast still, for any beginners out there, please, you can slow me down in the YouTube. I think it's on the desktop as well as the on the app on your phone. So what we want to do is do 2 half double crochets into that very first stitch. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. That's 2 into the 1, and we want to do 2 in each stitch, which will give us 12. That's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the very last one, 10. So now you have 20 half double crochets. Slip stitch into the top of that one. It's round 2. Round 3, chain 1, and you want to do 2 half double crochets into that same stitch again, the one that you came out from. Yeah, 2 in there. A bit more yarn. Next one will be 1. Next stitch 2. Next stitch 1. Okay, so the pattern is 2 1 2 1 all the way around, and because we started with a 2, our very last one here will be a 1. Okay, you go ahead and do that and take your time doing that. I'll just finish the round here. Last one 2, and the very last one it's 1, and slip stitch into the first half double crochet. Okay, that's round 3. Now the next round, like I said, if you want this, work into the back loops only. Okay, these are your back loops at the back here. If you don't and you want to carry on with this pattern, carry on as normal. So 1 2 3, and then this 4th row, now we are going to do a single crochet round, and our single crochet is chain 1, and you want to do a single crochet in the very same stitch, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and then 2 in the one after that. So it's 1 2 3 and a double. Okay, so 1 2 3 and double, 1 2 3 and double, and you want to do that all the way around. Now on the very last one, 1 2 3 double, 1 2 3 double, 1 2 3 double. I'm just checking this for you. Yeah, so after you've done your last double here, you're left with 2 single crochets. Okay, so go ahead and after doing your very last, because what we've done is, if we'd gone with the double crochet round, the half double crochet round for another round, it would have been 2 double crochet and then 1 in each, and then 2 and then 1 in each. We've done it that way, but we've converted to a single crochet round. So I have done it as, because it's not as big a stitch, I've done it as 1 2 3 single crochets and 2 single crochets. Then when you come all the way around, it's not incorrect. You'll do your last 2 single crochets here, right, and you'll have 2 stitches left. Just go ahead and pop in 2 single crochets in that. It does not make a difference to the circle one bit. Okay, now what we want to do is chain 1, and flip our work. And this is how we're going to make this little edging here, which I think is really sweet. So go into that very same stitch from behind. This is where I'm placing my hook, and do a single crochet, and then go back into the same one and do a slip stitch. So the next one's here, single crochet and a slip stitch, single crochets and slip stitches into the same stitch. What that will give you is this. I'll see a bit more once we get a few more done. So single crochet and slip stitch, single and slip stitch. So that basically by doing the slip stitch, it's making the single crochet pop out a little bit at the back. So tiny little bumps. Which look really pretty, really delicate, really sweet. Not big bumps. Can you see? Gives it a nice little ridge to it as well. Did I do that one? Yes, I did. Like I said, you can make this pattern in any, what did I say before? I can't remember actually. But yes, any hook and any yarn. You can make them in chunky yarn as well if you wish. Just bear in mind, there'll be different size than what I'm doing here. These work out at about 3.5 inch in diameter. So slip stitch, single crochet and slip stitch into the same. Single crochet, slip stitch into the same. Nearly there. I only replaced it with a single crochet because when I did another row of double crochet, it went past the size that I wanted it to be. And you want to slip stitch into there, which is your first single crochet. And this is what you will have now. Pretty, 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 pretty. Now, if you want to place your, pull up a bit, drop your hook. Now, if you want to place your slip stitches around the edge, just drop the hook at the back. There's no cutting yarn or anything. Just pop your hook in, okay, anywhere you want to start. You can start here if you want to, and then you just grab it and then you work it that way. But I'll show you where I'm going to place it. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'm placing it. Let's have a look. Yeah, this yarn is actually a little bit, because can you see the difference already in size, a little bit smaller? That's because this yarn is slightly more thicker than this one, even though they're both lightweight. That's probably a 4, that's a 3, but you can use either, to be honest. And just also shows you, you know, the difference in sizings. Okay, now I'll show you how to do the slip stitch. So Just trying to see where do I want to go. Okay, so put your yarn just there, your needle, and pull your work up. Be careful not to pull that bit. And let's move these outside. Can you see? Hole there, hole there. So hole between the stitches, you want to go into there. Okay, and the way you do this is I pull the yarn up, you go to the next space, which is here, grab your yarn from behind, pull it up and slip stitch. Go to the next one, pull up a yarn and slip stitch, but don't pull your work. Okay, that's how we're going to get this nice little line here. So putting your hook through, grabbing the yarn and pulling it through that loop. Yeah, get a bit more yarn, just work around the circle, putting your hook through, grabbing your yarn, pulling yarn out and then through the one that's on the hook. Of course you don't have to do this, this is just an extra little trimming on there. You can just leave them as they were. It just gives it a nice little detailing, I thought. When you get to your last one, cut a bit of yarn. Okay, that's your last one there. We're now just going to finish off the end. And the way to do that is grab your hook, your needle. Go through the very first one under both loops. Bring it back round and then go into the one that you've just done. That finishes it off nicely. And there you have your coaster. And what I tend to do is just, I've got the extra yarn, just go pull it through to the end here. Okay, pull the yarn, the original one for the work. And you can just grab both, make a double knot. It's not going to come out. 1, 2, give it a good squeeze. You can tie them in if you want to. And here we are. And that's your coaster. So that's the same design as that, but it's a little fraction bit smaller. Can you see? What do you think of those? Okay, that's another design for you. Hope you like this tutorial. Please like and subscribe, and please share to anyone who you think would love to make these. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.